It's time for the WMIX Sports Basketball Showcase on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Trojans, Woodlawn Cardinals, Wayne City Indians, and Cesar-Valier Red Devils. The showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Roley Excavating, Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu, and by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Batter's Box in Woodlawn, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank with the Coach House Garages pregame show. The showcase starts now.
Lady Cardinals hosting the Galatia Lady Bearcats. A very pleasant Wednesday evening wherever you may be listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM or online at WMIXSports.com. This is the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're in need of a garage, protect your car, prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Carl Darrell Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Denny Zorinsky with Chris Hugo alongside. And been a while, been a long time, but a few months, but we're back here at Sides Gymnasium. Kind of nice to get back here on the west side of the county to do a game.
Well, given the weather of late, it really feels like it has been forever, not only since we've been in Woodlawn, just until last night doing a game. It felt like forever since we'd even been on the air. But looking for a good one tonight. This is the original game of the girls' showcase, if I'm not mistaken, what it's been, I believe, about 4 years ago now, or it has been quite a while. It's hard to believe that we've been doing the girls' side of the showcase for 4 seasons now. But this is the original. It's one we've been able to do for a few years now. Looking forward to it. New look with Galatia, the Bearcats. No longer the co-op with Thompsonville. Of course, 0-1. They played just one game this year. A loss to Harrisburg in early December. And so curious to see what they can do here tonight with only one game in the books. The Lady Cardinals, meanwhile, will come in with a little bit more experience in 2013-14. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios is driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about these two teams and coverage and everything else that will get you up to date here on WMIX Sports Basketball Showcase as you're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball on the showcase on WMIX.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Roley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Roley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Roley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Roley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Ren Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters. And check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
A digestive problem can affect every area of your life. But now there's a specialist right here in town who focuses on digestive health. Mayo Clinic trained Dr. Tegpaul Atwal has opened the only gastroenterology clinic in Mount Vernon. Dr. Atwal treats acid reflux, gallbladder problems, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, and more. For your appointment with Dr. Atwal at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 618-241-9071.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're looking for a garage builder that will build a quality garage at a fair price, With a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Then he's with you, Chris Hugo, alongside. And, Chris, we start with Galatia. They're not Thompsonville with them anymore. They're simply Galatia. They have played one game in a 6-week calendar of high school girls basketball. That's not a lot of time on the court against other people. It's an awful lot of practice time this early in the year.
Well, it's an awful lot of time of playing only yourselves, and now you start to get to the meat of the schedule before you go into the holidays. And you come in against the Woodlawn team. Obviously, the Lady Cardinals have a lot of youth and yet a lot of experience gained from having started off in the DuQuoin tournament and having played some games since then. And when you take a look at what's going to boil down here tonight, you wonder if the conditioning of the Lady Cardinals may not be a little bit better since they've had a little bit more time to get into game shape. When you look at the Bearcats, you have a team that, of course, returns a couple of key components from last year's regional championship team that won that Alvarado Regional last year. And when you take a look at what they present, you take a look at some of that experience, and if they can compensate for the lack of time on the floor in game shape, might have a chance here tonight against the Lady Cardinals.
And one of the things I noticed with Galatia is when you eliminate part of the co-op, you're depending fully on your kids. So the change is a little different for Galatia. You don't have to wait on the school to get to practice. You don't have to play over there. You don't have to do a lot of things. That's a little different setup than what they've been used to in the last few years as far as co-op is concerned.
Well, and, you're exactly right. You lose not only the ability to draw from that school, but thankfully in this case, it's not a situation where losing the Thompsonville co-op benefits you. You drop down a class, say, if Cessna, Lear, and Waltonville or whatever split from their co-op, and both schools can go back to 1A. This is a case where you stay in 1A, you really don't gain anything from having lost Thompsonville out of the co-op, but then again, without having a little closer gander at the numbers that Thompsonville is providing with the co-op, we really can't make an accurate assessment, I guess, as far as the benefit or lack thereof with dropping that co-op. But you get your own school, you rely upon that. It gives you a little bit easier of an edge, I suppose, from having all the girls in the same building all the time. And if there is one benefit to not having a co-op any longer, it would be that.
Well, the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the Galatia Lady Bearcats warming up on the floor in front of us. We need to take another break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about the Lady Cardinals and their season so far. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
The batter's box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The batter's box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the batter's box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the batter's box, located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Hool, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com.
Don't miss the big holiday sale at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Save on all Lazy Boy recliners, Flexsteel sofas, Sealy bedding, bedroom and dining room sets, TV consoles, glide rockers, the new Paula Deen collection, and more. Plus, save 20% off all Christmas decor and more at the general store. You'll find beautiful Christmas trees, holiday trims, and unique items. Newell's holiday sale saves you more. That's Newell Furniture in the general store in Woodlawn.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Coach House Garage has sponsored the pregame show. If you're in need of a garage to fix your car, price, possessions, Coach House Garage has a building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Manny Zorinsky with Chris Hugo alongside. And the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, 5 games to DuQuoin tournament, go 2-3. Got a game in last Wednesday against Cessna, Walton, and a loss here at Woodlawn. haven't played since then, and a younger Woodlawn team than what we're used to seeing. Lexa Caps here, but graduated and moved on. So it's a little different team here tonight for Woodlawn, and we saw them at DuQuoin, but a little different team than what we've seen in past years.
Well, it is. And, of course, you talk about Alexa Katz, four-year starter, of course, between Eric Helbig and Coach Strachey last year. And you take a look at what they have coming back, but the most important thing you see is numbers. 13 girls, of course, in the book tonight, and that's just the biggest thing. When you take a look back at a 2011 regional championship game, actually that would have been 2012 regional championship game, where you had 3 girls on the floor and just a shortage of depth. You take a look at what you have out there now, and I think you just kind of have a breath of relief and are able to exhale a little bit, knowing that though they are young, those are some numbers that if they stick with it are going to be good over the years to come once they get more experience against varsity competition.
A lot of names coming up. Of course, Murdoch, Knox, of course, the youngsters. You have, gals that played last year, Kirsty Harlow, Allison England, of course, Kara Luking's another freshman. This is a younger team that Matt Patterson, his first year, as you mentioned, has come out with numbers, come out with people to be able to play, and I think with numbers will bring experience and opportunities to play like they did in the JV game tonight.
Well, and of course, JV games are crucial. I mean, it had been a while since we had seen a Lady Cardinal junior varsity contest because of the lack of numbers in the program. And it's good to see this. It was good to see them get a 31-23 win in their first JV game in quite some time. And we'll see how long that continues to pay dividends, of course, as long as they can keep the 8th graders interested as they become incoming freshmen. I think with Matt Patterson at the helm and some consistency between basketball and softball now and 2 girls' sports here in the same school, I think you can start to develop that bond. And we'll see what happens, of course, as some of these girls come into high school and they gain that experience on the basketball.
And we'll let you know those starting lineups later on, sponsored by the Batters Box here in Woodlawn. Baseball and softball lessons start March 3rd at the Batters Box in Woodlawn. Lessons are $12 per hour for 6 to 14-year-olds. Their equipment is provided, including a full-length batting cage with pitching machine. Call Scott Smith at 316-1437 for additional information when we get to those starting lineups. Now, of course, this is not the only game on the showcase. We will be back on the showcase on Friday night. The boys from Woodlawn play at Breeze Minor Day on AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Pre-game start around 7:25 or so. And then on Saturday, Chris, we got a doubleheader of girls basketball as far as recoveries. Our team's getting a lot of teams in on Saturday.
Yeah, we are. And it's just kind of a nice benefit of a good schedule. And on Saturday, we'll travel to Central-Lear this time. It's not going to be at Waltonville as it was 2 years ago, but we'll travel to SBHS for the Lady Devils. Andy McLean for our Lady Foxes. You did that game solo as I was under the weather last year.
3 overtime.
It went triple overtime.
Ben Scully, man.
Format was not kind to you that day either, but you take a look at the doubleheader, the nightcap. We'll be right back here at Sides Gymnasium as the Lady Cardinals have Carmine White County. Should be a good day of basketball on WMIX.
A couple of boys scores already in before we go to break. Riverview Gardens beat Murphy 33-30, and AJ beat Benton 56-52. And the JV girls from Woodlawn won tonight 31-22. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Talk to your neighbors and talk to State Farm agent Scott Owens. See why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service plus discounts like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Both teams are at their respective benches. Time is running, has actually stopped, so I'm going to guess that we are going to do the national anthem. So we'll take a break. When we come back, the starting line for the opening tip. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Mount Vernon is home to many wonderful people and things, and that includes quality cardiac care from Dr. Ruzaik Ibrahim. A skilled cardiologist, Dr. Ibrahim's training and scientific accomplishments have earned his designation as a Fellow of the American College of Cardiology. His services range from preventative care to the treatment of advanced heart conditions. For an appointment with Dr. Ibrahim at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 241-9071 or visit in person at 4113 South Water Tower, Mount Vernon.
I love this time of year. It's a time that we reflect on the blessings of the year and the friends and relationships we have developed. It's a time that we're able to give thanks to those in our lives who we serve and who trust us to serve them. It's a time where we spend important time with our family and friends, enjoying the feel of the season. During this time, there are more smiles and more thank yous and a general feeling of kindness and generosity that is not present as often during the rest of the year. For unto us is born this day in the city of David a Savior who is Christ the Lord. From all of us at Community First Bank, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Sides Gymnasium doing the national anthem. Denny Zawinski with Chris Hugo alongside the starting lineup. Brought to you by the Batter's Box here in Woodlawn. Perfect for your child's birthday party. $50 for 2 hours and 17-foot high ceilings are perfect for inflatables. You can also use it for baby showers, garage sales, holiday parties. Call Scott Smith at 316-1437. I'll turn it over to Mr. Chris Hugo for the starting lineups in this one.
First for the Galatia Bearcats, coached by Josh Summers. They're going to go with number 23, Emily Reed. Number 34, Kaylin Watson. Number 35, Elizabeth Sloan. Number 40, Asia Mitchell. And number 45, Seneca So. For the Lady Cardinals, of course, coached by Matt Patterson. They'll go with number 15, Kirsty Harlow. Number 20, Lexi Knox. Number 22, Allison England. Number 30, Kiara Luking. And number 32, Michaela Ballard tonight for the Lady Cardinals.
The starting lineups are brought to you by the Batter's Box. Woodlawn now has a great space for ball practice or parties. The Batter's Box is equipped with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage with a pitching machine and climate control for year-round use. The heat will be used over the next few days. Call Scott Smith at 316-1437 to get your reservations today. Galatia has been introduced to the crowd. Woodlawn's been introduced to the crowd. Very interested to see after, of course, Woodlawn had a week off. Galatia has played one game in 6 weeks of the high school girls basketball season. Interested to see how they come out and look. They haven't played in over a week. So, it's one of those deals where you just have to wait and see what comes out. Remind you that on the social media, we are on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We also are on Twitter, at WMIX Sports. We are conversing now with the people here at the game as well as outside of the game here. Of course, Cassandra Luking listening in. She follows us on Twitter. And, of course, across the way, we have former Woodlawn basketball standouts Ty Coleman and Alexa Capps tweeting us. So we're on Twitter, at WMIX Sports, also on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Both teams been introduced. Chris, keys to this one between these two teams with relative inexperience. Not a lot of games lately to go off of.
No, there's not. You take a look at the Lady Bearcats, of course, just one game on the season. Of course, you look at the season actually started on the 11th of November with practice. And so you take all that time in the gymnasium, you put forth all of that effort, you only have one game under your belt, so you're at a slight disadvantage here tonight. But conversely, you do have a nice returning staff from a regional championship team from a year ago. If you're the Lady Cardinals, of course, you do have nice numbers, nice depth, but it's a disadvantage tonight for Galatia. You've got 7-8 games, of course, of experience thus far this season. So if anything's going to be an advantage, it would be that as far as game shape.
Galatia red uniforms trimmed in black and white. Woodlawn in home whites trimmed in red and blue. And the tip is controlled by the Lady Bearcats of Galatia. Sloan will bring it across the line. Goes left side to Watson. Back to Sloan. Over on the right side to Reed. Woodlawn in a 2-3 zone as Mitchell holds above her head. Inside bounce pass to Sloan. It's off flash short. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Galatia. Call Luke Rowley with Rowley's Excavating and Concrete Finishing for your sidewalks and driveways. They specialize in commercial and residential concrete work for the busy business and homeowner. Call Luke at 237-0552 for a quote today. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. An inbounds pass that went out right back out of bounds off of Woodlawn. Galatia inbounds from underneath her own basket. A shot from the corner and a step-out mid-range jumper is Emily Reed, and that's how this game gets underway with the Lady Cats taking a 2-0 lead.
Just the way you want to start. Nice inbound play, get into the corner, make the mid-range shot, take an early 2-0 lead. That's just the way you want to start if you're Josh Summers with not a lot of games so far.
Sloan on the steal. Back across for the Lady Cats. Drives down the lane, off the glass and in, and Galatia quickly out to a 4-0 start. A lot of success at the junior high and high school ranks, softball-wise, here in recent years, trying to do basketball. Here's a three from England from the left wing. It's off the mark. Rebound weak side goes to Harlow in the corner. Harlow back out to Luking for a three on the right wing. Her shot off the mark. Rebound England on the floor. Bodies everywhere. Bodies still everywhere. Jump ball will go to the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. That was one good play by everybody getting on that jump ball on the floor. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. Triggering the inbound will be England for the Cardinals out of the box set to Luking on the corner. Back to England baseline. Shot fake. May have got away with a few steps. Picks up her dribble. Luking on the left wing. 2-3 zone here by Galatia as Luking comes right wing to Harlow. Back to Luking. Inside, that's Ballard. Ballard at the free throw line. Now moves around to the elbow. Shot glass. No good. Ball to the floor. Another jump ball coming. It'll go to Galatia. And with 6:37 left to go in the first quarter, Galatia up 4-0. will tell you that after this one is over, Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, wide wait hours, and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Here comes a three from the left wing by Sloan. It's good, and quickly 7-0 Galatia, and Matt Patterson wants a timeout. And Chris, a hot shooting Lady Bearcats team, off to the quick start here.
Well, they are certainly not looking like a team that only has one game under their belt. Certainly not looking like a disadvantage early on, but hot shooting to start. Of course, they are 3 of 4 from the floor for 75% early on in the first quarter, and off to a nice 7-0 run to start the game.
And that's important if you're Galatia to come on the road, first game in a week, second game in 6 weeks, to come out and get off to this good start. Of course, Woodlawn down 7-0 on their home floor at 2-4 on the season. Had a little water ball spill, that or the ice and snow leaked into the gym, but I know that's not it, as they're cleaning that up in front of the bench. And for Galatia, WMIXsports.com. If you're listening to us online, you found it. If not, we have a scoreboard update every night. We have our archives, highlights, all kinds of little links up there for you to use. Also, don't forget about the Saturday Sports Show on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com every Saturday morning from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Talk, guests, and, of course, that famous WMIX Sports social media question of the week is they're cleaning up some liquid, some water.
The moisture somehow seeped its way into the...
I hope it lasts around long enough tonight, and tomorrow it might freeze. The temperatures are heading down.
Monday Night Football had that problem. Concessions were freezing.
Well, there were a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to bring that up like that.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good day. I'm not letting that ruin it because it's December for that team, and that's what they do. Knox in the middle off the glass, set play against the zone, and the Lady Cardinals on a 10-footer by freshman Lexi Knox makes it 7-2. Lady Cardinals down 5 with 6 to go in the first. Backdoor pass to the corner, back to the right wing. With it is Mitchell. Mitchell holds deep and waiting around looking for people. Mitchell with it on that wing out to Reed. Reed over to Sloan. Another three on the way is good. She, it seems like, as she's got 8 points, has played for about 10 years.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Yep.
Asia Mitchell, another one, sitting as so. All have a lot of experience for Galatia.
Yep. Looking at the top of the key, over on the right side to Harlow. Harlow holds above her head. Now a couple of dribbles to the corner, back to Lukey on that right wing. Dribbles inside, about a 17-footer, front of the iron, rolls over to weak side. Ball rebound to the corner. Ballard had it, and Knox has the rebound. Harlow down the lane she goes, and that'll be a reach-in foul. And that'll be the first on Galatia. On the reach-in is Elizabeth Sloan, her first, team's first. Woodlawn will trigger the inbound. Underneath their own basket, they go right corner Harlow. Her 15-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's gotten by Mitchell for Galatia. Sloan will bring it up for the Lady Cats, who lead 10-2 here at Woodlawn. On the right wing is Mitchell, holding above her head. Looking, now goes back to Sloan as Mitchell has to fix the headband. It had fallen down around her neck. Sloan off a ball screen to the left wing, now dribbles back out to Mitchell, top of the key. Mitchell will hold against his own, standing on a volleyball line, back to Sloan. She drives baseline over Knox, class too strong, out of bounds off Galatia. And it'll be Woodlawn basketball. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account featuring free checking, high-yield interest, member FDIC. So out for Galatia in is Lexi Johnson. And it's 10-2 with 4:44 to go in the first. Woodlawn with the basketball, trailing by 8. Luking to Allison England on the left wing. Couple of dribbles and looks. Now back to Luking at the top of the key between the circles. Looks over the zone, back to England. Left wing three on the way. Glass too strong. Rebound Ballard up and in. Michaela Ballard on the board with the putback rebound, and it's 10-4. 4:25 left, and Galatia with it across the timeline. Both teams doing a 2-3 zone. Left wing is Johnson. That's traveling with a basketball. Got going too quick, didn't put the ball down.
I think she saw pay dirt, headed off of the left block, found a seam there near the baseline, and just took off before she was picking the ball up.
Speaking of traveling, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Harlow on the right wing, back to Luking. Luking goes left wing to England. Dribble fake, now to Knox in the corner baseline, loses it. England fights forward baseline and jump ball, and it'll be Woodlawn basketball, as that's the fourth jump ball here with 4 minutes to go in the first. So one jump ball per minute, if you're figuring that average. Woodlawn will trigger. Saw this play the other night. They're going to go back corner over here to Luking, 17-footer short in front of the iron, rolls over, and we're going to have a loose ball foul It's going to be on Mitchell on Galatia, and that'll be her first team's second on breaking the law of verticality. Box set. England triggers for the Lady Cardinals, down 6 with 4 to go. Off the inbounds, England looking, not a lot of movement, throws to Luking, deep left wing, now centers herself up, and that'll be a reach in there on Emily Reed. If we play at this pace, I may just go across the street to work.
Well, definitely a presence there waiting on you, I think.
Well, it is, but I didn't want to pick it up on my way in tomorrow, straight from here. England with it on the wing. Under 4 to go in the first, Woodlawn down 6, and what do we have here? Oh, my. Well, that's going to be on 33 on the hand check. That's her first team's 4th. And a lot of touch fouls. Oh, that's interesting. Looking to the elbow, back on the right wing, Harlow. Shot from 15, no good. That rims out. England with the putback stick back up and in. Now, Woodlawn has 4 of their 6 points on the putback, Chris, and that's important with the size of disadvantage they have in a lot of spots.
Second chance points are going to be key against a team like this. Able to get underneath to get the offensive rebound and to have 4 of 6 that way, I think you'll take that. Now, if you just work in a mid-range shot, I think they'll be gold.
3 from the right corner is long off the mark from Reed. It's tipped out and go to the left wing, recovered on the rebound by Lexi Johnson. Johnson to Sloan. Don't worry, we're not falling in. That's the phone vibrating. Puts it on the left wing, and that's a foul. And no, it's not a foul. It's going to be on Galatia. On 34, Kaylin Watson. I didn't see that one, but that's the 5th foul on Galatia.
Not the position you want to be in right now if you're the Bearcats. They have 5 fouls just past the midway point of the first quarter.
Man, only 8 names listed in the varsity book right now, but it may be a case that they may have to throw some JV players in here if they need to with so many fouls already.
Well, we talked about that depth or lack thereof. Not the position you want to be in right now if you're Galatia.
Luking has it top of the key. Has it on the dribble, goes right side to Harlow, back to Luking. Luking back to Harlow, back to Luking. Over on the England on the left wing, 3 on the way is up. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Mitchell. Mitchell, remember her last couple of years, a tremendous rebounder. Gets another one there. Leaves it for Reed, and she brings it across. 2:40 to go in the first. Woodlawn down 10-6. Left wing on the dribble is Johnson in the corner, Mitchell. There goes Sloan, left block, double team pass tip. Recovered at the free throw line by Beckman, and that'll be a foul. It'll be on Woodlawn. It'll be their first. And 3-0. That is on Lukey. That's her first, team's first. Out of bounds for Galatia. 2 in the corner, 2 on the block. Straight across. They'll screen outside, inside, and they give it to Mitchell. 16-foot inside as one defender goes down. Mitchell misses a shot, and the rebound goes to Lukey. Looking quickly to the front court for the Lady Cardinals on the right wing. Kicks and looks, 15-footer. She shot faked. It was short. Rebounded by Knox. Thrown in now to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline. Left wing circles and brings it back out for the Lady Bearcats, and they'll reset the offense. Mitchell with it on the right wing. Holds above her head with the black headband. Now goes back to the left side to Johnson. Johnson dribbles in. Now dribbles back out left wing. Centers herself up. Now throws it right side to Reed against this 2-3 zone. Mitchell free throw line. Looks on the spin to the right elbow. Throws it at the feet of Reed and made a great play to Sloan. A 22-footer on the way. It's good. Wow. She'd that hand her to face. That's her third 3 of the night.
Well, she quiets that Woodlawn 4-0 run. And that's a big basket now for the Bearcats.
She has 3 threes already, 11 of Galatia's 13. Harlow from 17, front of the iron, rebound weak side. England once again, and there's another foul. And that'll be on Lexi Johnson, her second, 6th on the Lady Cats, and she came in off the bench and has 2 fouls already.
Well, to have 6 in the first quarter and have Woodlawn at the line the rest of the way, of course, on defensive fouls in the first quarter and then the rest of the first half. I don't think that's how they envisioned this one starting out.
Side out of bounds on the home side for Knox. Throws it in, stolen away by Reed. Reed gets it up into the front court to Reiser, and she dribbles in. Leaves it back for Reed on the give-off on the dribble. Reed goes right wing to Sloan. She had to pick it up and dribbles dead. Now leaves it out to Reiser. Reiser a couple of dribbles. Back out to Mitchell. Reed with it over on the right wing. Sloan for a 3. Bang. Holy cow. 4 threes in the first quarter for Elizabeth Sloan. It's 16-6. Best player on the floor, obviously.
Oh, without a doubt.
Luking splits. Now goes left wing to England. Couple dribbles. Now right side Harlow. 15-footer against his own. Good. Great ball movement. Kirsty Harlow with her first points of the night. 16-8. Galatia on top with under a minute to go. In fact, 47 seconds.
Probably the most impressive thing about Sloan here in the early going is she has not missed from the outside. She's 4 of 4.
Not missed, that's right. Reed with it between the circles. Ball tipped away by Luking. Reed recovers near the Cardinal insignia. Now another reach in, and Luking got caught that time. That's her second, team second. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County Community First Banks at home in Dixon and Mount Vernon, right here in Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. In the JV game tonight, Woodlawn won 31-23 over Galatia. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give me a call 242-3770 to get to a better state. That was not the best state as Galatia shot one at side rim that went out of bounds off of Woodlawn. But Galatia will keep it with 28.1 seconds to go. Reiser will trigger out of the box. Looking to Mitchell, right wing, about 17 feet near corner. Takes a dribble, and she's fouled. Well, we may have to play because there might not be anybody left as Murdoch picks up her first. They're calling it with the new rules in mind tonight. Side out of bounds, the home side, the Sloan. Running 15-footer, no good, tipped around. Harlow has it for the Lady Cardinals. She gets it up to England with 18 seconds as Allison comes into the front court on the dribble. Between the circles, right side, Murdoch with 13. Murdoch dribbles back between the circles, goes left wing to England. England one dribble, back to Murdoch with 6, back to England with 5, back to Murdoch with 4, Murdoch over to Harlow. She'll have to shoot the 3 at the horn. Off the mark, no good. After 8 minutes, Galatia 16, Woodlawn 8. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff will understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Danny Sawinski, Chris Hugo alongside, and what a hot shooting start for Elizabeth Sloan for Galatia. Chris, 4 threes and 14 to 16 points already.
Well, yeah, she was perfect from beyond the arc. Of course, Galatia Thompson with that hot start, 5 of 9 from the floor for 55.5%.
Already, Galatia missed a shot. Riser off the inbound miss, and there's Knox on the rebound. Knox gets it to Harlow, and the Lady Cardinals will come into the front court for their first possession of the second quarter. Murdoch with it in the middle of the floor, goes left wing, back to England, back to Murdoch, looks over the zone, back to Harlow, right wing, dribbles in right baseline, now back to Murdoch on that right wing. Couple of dribbles, bounce pass inside to Etheridge, ball to the floor, bodies to the floor, Murdoch saves it, tipped around, stolen away by Galatia. Emily Reed with the steal. Lady Bearcats are already up 8 with 7:20 to go in the first half. Reed with it between the circles, looks around, inside pass to Stowe, back out to Riser to Reed, top of the key. She dribbles to the right elbow, extended, now to Riser. One dribble, now back to Reed with it inside Mitchell. Glass good. Good ball movement by Galatia that time as Mitchell picks up her first bucket.
Probably the biggest thing there is that they get their first bucket inside here in the second quarter, but have not scored much. They've relied on the outside shot, of course, from Elizabeth Sloan. It's good to see them incorporate somebody else into the scoring.
With it on the run side, England for a 3 off the skip pass, off the mark. Etheridge on the rebound. Goes up strong and is fouled. Mitchell will pick up her second. That's the 7th on Galatia. So Woodlawn will shoot free throws the rest of this first half as Carly Etheridge will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. 18-8. Woodlawn down by 10 here with 6:45 to go in the first half. First free throw by Etheridge is up. And in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how we arrived at the ball game. Also, Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. We'll pick that when it's over. Wide Hours and other emergency rooms. when the Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you to be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Miss Etheridge knocks down both. About to set her mom, Beth, but Beth's run out of eligibility. 18-10.
And now for Galatia, of course, you have your leading rebounder on the bench with 3 fouls right now. Not what you need.
And Reed misses the shot on the 3. Here comes Murdoch to England on the break. England corrals it, left corner, and then loses out of bounds. Just couldn't quite get the handle. Right idea, just didn't execute it. Of course, Matt Patterson, many years, coached at the grade school, whether it's baseball, softball, boys and girls basketball, back-to-back state champs in Class S the last 2 years for boys. A lot of success. He moves over to the high school to join the softball side of things as well. Reed with it to Watson, back to Reed, down the lane, a shot off the glass. Johnson too strong, rebound, double. Now we got a foul. Going to be on Sloan. That'll be her second. You want to talk about foul trouble, Chris? Lexi Johnson has 2, Sloan has 2, and Mitchell has 2 for Galatia Thompson, as well as Woodlawn will shoot free throws.
Mitchell's actually on the bench with 3, and so now you have Sloan, your leading scorer, with 2. And so if you get her into foul trouble, you get that third foul on her, this game takes on a very new complexion with your leading scorer and your leading rebounder on the bench.
So if that was a reach-in foul over, how come they didn't shoot free throws then? Okay. Murdoch with it. Goes left wing to England against this zone. It'll be a lot of zone for both teams with the fouls. It's 18-10, Galatia over Woodlawn here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Harlow baseline. There's another foul on Sloan. That'll be her third.
So you have Sloan and Mitchell now on the bench, both with 3 fouls. Your leading rebounder, your leading scorer. Let's see if the Lady Cardinals can exploit this.
Josh Summers right now, the head coach of Galatia, is not particularly pleased with the way they're calling it against his team. Harlow will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1. If they keep calling it like this, there's going to be a lot of people on the bench that didn't think they were going to play, but will play in this game.
Oh, there's going to be some girls that thought they were going to have the warm-ups on the rest of the night. They're going to have to take them off, get to see some game action.
Harlow misses a free throw. Rebound goes to Watson, who gets it to Reed. So it's a battle of a lot of kids that haven't played with each other. Reed between the circle. There's a bounce pass. Tried to go free throw on extended ball on the floor. Bodies on the floor. That's a jump ball. It'll be Galatia ball, really, probably the way the Woodlawn player jumped on top of Reiser. It probably should be a foul, but it's going to be Woodlawn ball. And I can tell Josh Summers is not happy right now.
Well, he's not happy, but the Lady Cardinals are going to have to make the best of this opportunity.
Yeah, Murdoch launches a 3, no good. Harlow, weak side rebound, it's no good. Etheridge one more time, it's blocked, and rebounded by Etheridge. She'll throw up a 10-footer in front of the iron. Ooh, no good. Got away with the foul with Harlow. But Reiser gets the rebound for Galatia. Reed will walk it up with an 8-point lead, as you mentioned. With Sloan sitting on the bench, it's go time for Woodlawn to try to get back into this.
Well, the rebound is improving, but that's only because they couldn't make a shot on this and down the floor. Had 4 chances, going to capitalize on it.
Reiser threw it inside to Watson, a shot blocked by Etheridge, and Woodlawn with the rebound. Down 8 with 5 to go in the first half, but with a basketball. Luking to Harlow, shot from 15, glass too strong. Rebound goes to Watson. A lot of running up and down the floor, but not a lot of scoring. But now Josh Summers says, slow this thing down. And that's exactly what Lexi Johnson does in this 2-3 zone. Johnson goes left wing to Reed. Now elbow Watson to Reed. Now back in the corner Reiser, and that's a travel. Turnover to Galatia.
I find it interesting that since Sloan and Mitchell have been out of the game, 3 second-quarter turnovers here on the Bearcats.
Yep. 3, little experience gone. And Galatia's trying to struggle to find points right now. Harlow with it to Etheridge on the baseline. One dribble, skip past left wing Murdoch. Dribbles in, now kicks it Knox. 10-footer left wing baseline is good. Lexi Knox with another basket. She has 4. It's 18-12.
Well, the girl is 2 of 2 from the floor tonight. Got the start, and you hope that if you find a way to isolate her to where she can get the shot off, because she has had the best shot tonight for the Lady Cardinals.
Reed throws it in the corner to Reiser. Back tipped out of bounds by Woodlawn. It'll be Galatia basketball.
And that's a nice element that Murdoch brings to the game. And she tipped that out of bounds on the far sideline. She's just kind of that element that brings a little bit of a spark defensively with her hustle, her intensity. And with that, her in the game and some of these key elements, of course, for Galatia out, maybe this is where the Lady Cardinals take over. Because lest we forget, 14 first-quarter points from Sloan. That's 14 of the 18. Obviously, that's a big factor.
At the inbounds from side out bounce to Beckman, top of the key to Reed on the right wing, goes to Johnson. Shot glass, no good. Etheridge tipped it out of bounds. It'll be Galatia basketball once again. Social media likers, we're on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Like us there. Also follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New followers and new likers here tonight as Galatia stepped over the line. We thank those that have already followed us and liked us already tonight on Facebook. We appreciate that as well.
now 4 turnovers in the past 2.5 minutes.
Well, that's a struggle. A lot of experience down as Murdoch goes for a three. It's off the mark. There's a rebound tipped around. Knox comes up with it in the lane. Back to Murdoch on the left wing. It's hard to rebound out of the zone right now for Galatia. Murdoch will reset the offense. She'll go right wing to Etheridge. Shot fake three to the elbow. Left wing. Third shot up from Lukey in front of the iron. It's the floor, and So gets the rebound. So we'll leave it for Reed. You got Reed and So and Sloan and Watson, veterans out here for this Bearcats team. At the left elbow on the dribble is Johnson. Baseline shot foul Ballard. And that's the first really good look Galatia's had in a while at the rim in this quarter.
Well, they cut the defense snapping and are able to get behind, but I think it is worth noting that since that third foul on Sloan, the Lady Cardinals are just 1 of 6 from the field.
Well, 3:16 to go, and Galatia is up by 6. And Lexi Johnson in the line and makes the first. WMIXsports.com. If you're listening to us online, you've already found us. If not, go to WMIXsports.com. Scoreboard every night, as well as archives, highlights, and much, much more. We're also a Saturday sports show every Saturday morning on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com from 8:08 to 10 a.m. Guest talking that famous WMIX Sports social media question of the week. Second free throw, lefty style, drops nothing but the nylon for Lexi Johnson. She has 2, and Galatia is 20-12 with 3:14 to go in the first half. Luking with it for Woodlawn, has it tipped away, stolen by Lexi Johnson. Up the right side, quickly stolen away by Luking. Murdoch picked it up, but Murdoch traveled with the basketball. Galatia will get the ball back on the turnover. Knox and Murdoch are England, and England will come back in, as will Ballard. Inbounds goes in the right corner to Mitchell. Now she'll leave it for Johnson, who dribbles to the top of the key with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Left wing underneath. That's Mitchell. Reed on the left wing. Down the lane she comes. Left side, short-handed layup. So on the rebound. Left it, short tips around. England on the rebound for the Lady Cardinals. 2:44 to go in the first half. Cardinals down 8. Needs some points here. Only have 4 in the quarter. Harlow on the right wing to Etheridge on the baseline. Picked it up, thought about it. Now skip past left side to England. England against the zone. Holds and looks. Waits for a screen. Couple of dribbles. Will step back and reset. Top of the key, Luking. Now left wing to England. Her 3 on the way is short. Bounces the free throw line. Luking on the rebound. And there will be a foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul because that's the 10th on Galatia. And that is the second on Emily Reed. Lots of foul trouble right now for Galatia in this first half. A lot of people are going to have to behave themselves foul-wise in the second half.
Well, now if you're the Lady Cardinals, you got to start making some free throws.
First free throw by Luking is good. She'll get another 20-13 with 2:20 to go in the first half. Remember, the Rend Lake College halftime show comes up with scoring and stats. We'll have some scores from around Southern Illinois. Even though it's a Wednesday night, and even though there's some games that were canceled playing tonight, not a lot of scores. We'll get to them as much as we can as Luking makes them both. Knox back in for Luking with 2:20 to go in the first half. Woodlawn down by 6. Pecking away at this lead, but not getting much done here as far as getting back into it quickly.
Well, they are. Now you take a chance. Coach Summers, of course, puts his leading rebounder, Mitchell, back into the ballgame. Woodlawn has been getting the rebounds, but not getting those second chance points and not capitalizing. So now you eliminate that threat.
Mitchell gives it off to Johnson for a 3 off the glass. No good. England has the rebound. Allison will bring it up with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Woodlawn down 6. England picks it up at the top of the key. She's open, thought about it. And I don't believe she traveled. I don't believe she traveled. She shot faked, and I don't think it was. I think the referee sneezed.
I don't know if her front foot moved, but her back foot did.
No. Cold and flu season. I think the referee sneezed and had to go with it. 1:50 to go in the first half. Mitchell with a deep left wing holds high above her head. Throws it back out to the lefty Johnson there, the volleyball line with 1:40 to go in the first half. Reed gets an inside post up right block to Beckman. Beckman has to get to Reed. Reed on the wing to the elbow. Now at the left wing. Now top of the key. Johnson splits the 2 defenders at the top, throws it left side. Reed gets it back, picks it up inside So, shot blocked and a foul. So had Ballard posted up. All Ballard could do is reach. And that will send Seneca So to the line to shoot 2 on a nice little half-court play.
15 foul the Lady Cardinals.
You know, Woodlawn's played some very good defense here in this quarter. And I think in the first half, when you don't have so many fouls called on you. Got to shoot 2 guys. Doesn't matter how many fouls they have. Okay, thanks. Thought I'd help them out. Sometimes you have to help them out from up here. You have to tell them what to do, don't you, Chris?
Sometimes.
So we'll shoot 2. First one's off the mark, and she'll get another. As we play along, and Woodlawn has tried to get back in this one. They trailed 16-8 at the end of 1. So I have outscored Galatia in this quarter. Just not a lot of points. Second free throw, Stowe off the mark. Knox skies for the rebound. Mitchell on her.
That's 4.
Is that 4 or 3?
That is 4.
Ooh, a gamble. Let's see what happens. Pops up on the scoreboard. Either way, Lexi Knox is going to go shoot free throws. Ooh, that gamble came up snake eyes. You know, a ship captain crew game, you qualified at 6'5", and you rolled 2 1s. Mitchell will go to the bench with 4 fouls with 1:22 to go, and Lexi Knox will go to the line and shoot 2. Played that game before.
I haven't.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I've heard you talk about it plenty of times.
I played it a lot. Knox with it, makes the first, and she'll get another. Woodlawn back to within 5, trying to take advantage here on the free throw line. Oh, good, I've read his liner. I see him over there. I got to read that. Knox with a second free throw short. Rebound to the floor goes to Watson. Watson leaves it for Reed, and she'll bring it up for the Lady Bearcats. In between the circles, splits the double team. Now leaves it at the top of the key pass for Watson. Back to Reed. Shot from 15 between 2 defenders. Off the iron. Tipped around. Volleyball style. Etheridge has it. And we got a foul. And that foul is going to be on Watson. Oh, my. That's their second. Team well over the bonus. So we'll walk the other way, and Woodlawn's racking up some free throws, enough that looks like an ACT form over here. It's all the circle.
Well, they're racking up the free throws, and they've done a decent job at the line. They just haven't been able to get underneath. They haven't really been able to do much to isolate for a shot, and that's probably going to be their Achilles heel the rest of the night, even with Sloan and Mitchell in foul trouble.
Etheridge makes the first. Woodlawn's taking it step by step to get back into this one. Free throw, free throw, free throw, free throw.
If you're Galatia, you're just happy to still be on top right now.
Oh, my. Carly Etheridge is 4-4 from the line in the quarter. It's 20-17. Woodlawn down 3 with 1 minute to go in the first half. Reed across the timeline. Woodlawn extends to 2-3. Splits Old Johnson. Harlow steals it away. Up the right side in the front court comes Harlow. Gets to England on the left block. Throws up a shot from 10. It's no good. Tipped around off the backboard to the floor. Bodies have it. Shot up by Knox is no good, and a foul. Lexi Knox throws one up. She will shoot 2. And that foul, I'm not sure. That ball did not go in. The referee said it went in. We can't do that. And that foul, I guess, is on Watson, her second. And Knox missed the first free throw. She'll get another.
Watson actually picked up her second.
Yeah, sorry about that. Reiser picks up her first.
That was never really.
Well, there was multiple choices down there, obviously. Second free throw, Knox is good. She hits 1 out of 2. Woodlawn now down to 2, 20-18 with 40 seconds to go. Johnson will bring it across the timeline. On the dribble, Woodlawn looking. It's an extended 2-3 zone. 15-footer shot from the elbow is good from Watson. Her first points come very timely time for Galatia. 22-18 now, Galatia on top by 4. England left side to Murdoch on the dribble with 20 seconds. In the corner to Knox. Left corner out of a double team. The Murdoch in the left corner. A couple of dribbles. She'll center it back up with 12 seconds. Goes left corner Knox. Shot fake baseline. Shot block so, and that is a travel, and that's a good call by the official. Knox went up for a shot. Never touched anything, but a defender with a basketball, and that is a travel. With 8 seconds, Woodlawn has a foul to give if they want to. Johnson across the timeline, screen coming down the lane, untouched, shot block, 2 seconds, 1, and that's how the half will end. Into the first half of Woodlawn. The Galatia Lady Bearcats 22, Woodlawn 18. Coming up next, the Rend Lake College halftime show with scores and stats and scores from around the area as well. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Don't miss the big holiday sale at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Save on all lazy boy recliners, Flexsteel sofas, Sealy bedding, bedroom and dining room sets, TV consoles, glide rockers, the new Paula Deen collection, and more. Plus, save 20% off all Christmas decor and more at the general store. You'll find beautiful Christmas trees, holiday trims, and unique items. Newell's holiday sale saves you more. That's Newell Furniture in the general store in Woodlawn.
Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The 2013 Chrysler 200 sedan could be the perfect recipe of beauty and luxury with an added pinch of safety. The 200 Touring has beauty outside with powerful LED accented headlamps as well as precise chiseled profile. Inside, it's nothing but luxury with leather, heated seats, navigation, and Uconnect technology. With 0% financing or a total of $3,500 in incentives on the 2013 Chrysler 200, we are guaranteed to find a payment perfect for you. Chrysler is so confident in this IIHS top safety pick that they're offering a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty that is unmatched by Honda, Toyota, and Nissan. You must come see our associates at King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or shop us online at kingcitychrysler.com.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Rend Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuitions, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Rend Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Rend Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Halftime at Woodlawn. The Lady Cardinals trail Old Galatia 22-18 here on the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. Rend Lake College can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Woodlawn trails by 4. How'd that happen? We'll tell you after this break with the scoring and stats. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Up 22-18, or trail 22-18 to Galatia. Here on the Rend Lake College Halftime Show, Rend Lake College offers over 100 green certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions, rlc.edu. Apply online while you're there. Denny Florensky and Chris Hugo alongside. How did it get to 22-18? I'll turn it over to Mr. Hugo for the stats here in the first half.
Well, it got there after a first quarter score of 16-8, and Woodlawn goes on about a 10-4 run. Made that 10-6 run to bring it back to a 4-point game. Though it was a 2-point game late in the first half. As we take a look at your team shooting, Lady Cardinals were 5 of 19. They were 1 of 9 from the inside there in the second quarter, 5 of 19 for the half for 26.3%. 0 of 6 outside for the game makes them 5 of 25 from the floor for just 20%. Looking at Galatia, they were 4 of 19 in the first half, 2 of 13 from the inside, of course, in the second quarter. They were just 0 of 1 in the second quarter from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 for the half. Of course, Sloan was 4 of 4 in the first quarter from beyond the arc herself. So they shot 80% from beyond the arc, 8 of 24 for 33.3% from the floor in the first half with the Bearcats. Free throw shooting, the Lady Cardinals actually made up some ground that way, 8 of 10 for 80%, while the Bearcats were 2 of 4 for 50%. All of the free throw opportunities and attempts came in that second quarter. Rebounding edge, believe it or not, due to Asia Mitchell in foul trouble there in that second quarter. Woodlawn took the rebounding edge 19-16. They have 11 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive, while the bulk of the Galatia rebounds are on the defensive end. Turnover disadvantage belongs to no one. Turnovers are even, 7 turnovers apiece here tonight. Looking at your individual scores, first for Lady Cardinals, they actually have a team-high 6 from Lexi Knox, 4 from Carly Etheridge from the free throw line, and then 2 apiece from Kirsty Harlow, Allison England, Kara Luging, and Michaela Ballard. For Galatia, they have a game-high 14 from Elizabeth Sloan. All of those were in the first quarter, and then 2 apiece from Emily Reed, Lexi Johnson, Caitlin Watson, and Asia Mitchell to give them a halftime lead of 22-18.
22-18, Woodlawn trailing by 4. We tell you that, Chris, it's one of those deals real quick. A quick thought is Woodlawn's made their chances and opportunities to get back in the free throw line, but they need to start making some baskets.
Well, they do need to start making some baskets. An ice-cold performance there inside, 1 of 9 in the second quarter. 11% is not going to get it done. And, of course, we had talked about their shooting after the 2 leading players for Galatia came out, of course, talking about Sloan and Mitchell. After that point, Woodlawn did not fare much better inside DC. They were just 1 of 7. After those 2 players went out, they were able to make up the difference at the free throw line, but they're going to start making some shots, start finding some shots, be a little more careful with their shot selection. I mean, even with Mitchell out of the game, they're still giving up some easy rebounds to Galatia. If they're not more careful, more selective, that's going to keep happening. And Galatia, believe it or not, off the defensive rebounds they're able to get later on in the second quarter, we're able to convert those to points, and that is the entire reason they're up 4 right now.
Galatia up 4, 22-18. Halftime show brought to you by Rend Lake College. They can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Take a break, come back with the second half. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Did your bank recently stop offering free checking? People's National Bank still has free checking with the added convenience of a Visa check card, online banking, bill pay, money pass, and mobile banking. Stop by People's National Bank located at 413 South 34th Street in Mount Vernon today for details on how to get your free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Mount Vernon is home to many wonderful people and things, and that includes quality cardiac care from Dr. Ruzaik Ibrahim. A skilled cardiologist, Dr. Ibrahim's training and scientific accomplishments have earned his designation as a Fellow of the American College of Cardiology. His services range from preventative care to the treatment of advanced heart conditions. For an appointment with Dr. Ibrahim at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 602-241-9071 or visit in person at 4113 South Water Tower, Mount Vernon.
We're worldwide. This is The Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Second half underway. Galatia quickly on the inbound. So misses the shot. Rebound goes to Ballard. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Lexi Johnson. And right out of the gate, Chris, we start this second half. There's some major foul trouble on the Galatia side right now.
Well, there is. Now that's the second on Johnson. And you take a look at 3 on Sloan, 4 on Mitchell. And they can all afford to give up an early foul as they just did there about 20 seconds into the second half.
Here comes Woodlawn on the first possession. 2-3 zone by everybody. Harlow from 17. Rattles in and out. Weak side rebound. England with it. Shot around Sloan up and in. Allison England has her 6th point. Woodlawn's been cleaning up on the offensive glass and pulled within 2.
Allison England had the right idea. She was trying to lean into Sloan to get that 4th foul instead of making the basket for her effort.
Johnson on a shot block from Ballard. Rebound by Knox. The freshman quickly in the front court on the left-hand dribble. Crossed over around Sloan. Layup no good. Luking shot glass. Not in there. Too strong. Rebound goes to the free throw line. Johnson on the sprint the other way on the breakaway. Back tap by Luking. And a reach-in foul will be her 3rd as she hustled to try to get back. Rowley Excavating and Cement Finishing can provide land clearing, grading, and other excavating services such as creating that dream pond behind your home. Give Luke a call today at Rowley's Excavating for a price list and services. Call 237-0552. As I was reading that, Galatia sneaky throws it in the so and drops it in. She'll have a chance for a conventional three-point play as Knox picks up her first, team second of the half. Kind of snuck one in on us there, a quick one.
That was a quick off of the inbound, drew the contact, made it off the window, and nice little bank shot there.
Free throw is no good, and this says it all. Rebound goes to Woodlawn. Into the front court comes Luking. Luking from 15, rattles off the mark. Rebound goes to Sloan underneath. That'll be a reach-in foul. I'm telling you what, once Sloan gets a rebound, you're not getting it from her.
No.
Very athletic, very good at basketball. Knox picks up her 2nd.
Well, she's able to protect the basketball. I think that's the key thing there.
WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven here tonight by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. And also, bank on your hometown team, Community First Bank, home of the one account featuring free checking, high yield interest. Member FDIC. Reed with it to the left wing, left corner. Skip pass inside. That is to So. And I really like the job done by Seneca So to get inside and post up and use her strength and positioning and footwork to get position and draw the foul that time on Ballard.
Well, she gains the position, then that incites panic from the defender, as evidenced by the 2 quick fouls that have sent her to the line. This time she's going to shoot 2 and maybe extend this lead.
Long on the first free throw. She'll get another.
Maybe not.
Scoreboard update tonight. Riverview Gardens beat Murphy 33-30 in boys. AJ beat Benton 56-52. And here tonight, JV girls Woodlawn over Galatia 31-23. As that free throw's no good. Rebound by Ballard, and she'll get to the Luking. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Auto insurance is complex, but Scott Owens makes it simple. Give him a call, 242-3770, to get to a better state. England missed the shot. Harlow got the rebound, missed her shot. England on the rebound. 3rd time's not the charm. Ballard for 4. It's no good. Sloan has it for Galatia. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. It's 24-20. Galatia on top by 4 in a close game. Opportunity after opportunity for Woodlawn going by the boards here.
Can't get 4 offensive rebounds, 1 trip down the floor, and not come away with the basket.
Just happened, though. That's bad. You can't do that. Johnson with it on the dribble, goes out to the elbow, top the key to Reed. Reed goes right corner to Sloan with Harlow on her. She drives baseline right around Harlow, and she scores. Sloan has 16. New rule there. Harlow didn't want to get the hands on her. She drove around and scored. Luking with it, now goes right wing to England. England on the wing, couple of dribbles, now back to Luking. At the volleyball line, goes to England. 3 on the way, is up, long off the mark. Harlow, weak side rebound, throws it back in. Sloan on the recovery. Sloan gets it up into the front court, crossover dribble. Down the lane she comes, off the glass, no good. Tipped out to Johnson at the right elbow, so step back and reset the offense for the Lady Bearcats. Johnson, right wing, Sloan on the way for a 3. Bang! Wow. Sloan has 5 threes and 19 points. And she's down 1 to Woodlawn. The total score is 29-20, and Matt Patterson wants a timeout. What a shooting display by Elizabeth Sloan.
Well, she's 5 of 5 from beyond the arc, and you think about how different this game would be in terms of distance if she had been out there for most of the second quarter, and continues the hot shooting, obviously, as an assumption, but up 9 at the moment. That's going to be a big 3, I think, as we go along here in the rest of the third quarter.
Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Wide wait hours and other emergency rooms. The emergency department at Crossroads Community Hospital pledges you'll be seen by physicians within 30 minutes of your arrival. If you're a social media fan, we're at Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We have some likes there tonight. We appreciate those new likers. And, of course, Twitter at WMIX Sports. We have a lot of new followers tonight as well. We appreciate that as well.
One very important.
One important one. I had no solicitation there either. With a basketball, Woodlawn with it. England on the right wing out to Luking. Luking will look around back to England. England with it on the wing. Couple of dribbles to Luking, top of the key against his zone. Harlow shot fake to the block, back to Etheridge. 17-footer on the way, short, front of the iron. Sloan on the rebound for Galatia. She'll leave it for Reed, and the black headband-wearing Emily Reed will bring it to the front court for Galatia. 2-3 zone by the Lady Cardinals. Reed goes right wing to Johnson. Been impressed with Johnson since she's come into the game. To Smith. Now over to Reed. Reed with it from 15. Good. Emily Reed with the second basket of the game. And it's 31-29. Galatia Thompsonville on top. They've extended the lead to 11. Left wing pass tipped out of bounds. And Woodlawn will trigger in front of Matt Patterson.
I think the biggest difference here is Lady Cardinals is 1 of 11 here in the second half of the floor.
Luking goes to Etheridge in the corner. Dribble baseline around Sloan, back to Luking. 15-footer free throw line is good. Good offense by the Lady Cardinals. Luking has 4. Lead down to 9, 31-22. It was 22-20, unfortunately. Across the timeline, Johnson on the dribble goes left wing to Reed. At the elbow is Swanson. Her shot no good. So on the rebound, no good, but a foul. Seneca So back in there battling hard for rebounds, draws the foul on Woodlawn. And it'll be on number 20, Lexi Knox, her fifth on Woodlawn here in the half.
And Knox has been the one Lady Cardinal that's been able to drain a shot after she has 2 shots on the night. Nearly perfect from the floor, of course, but that's the one you can ill afford to have in foul trouble right now.
So we'll throw up the first one. It's good.
Makes her first free throw.
She has 3. It's 32-22. Lady Cardinals down 10. Boy, they had it so close. So very close and couldn't get it done. Get back into the lead. So we'll get another one. She says, nope, can't make that one. Rebound goes to Etheridge, to Knox, to Luking. Galatia hustles back and up into the front court. Luking to England on the right wing. On the right side. England with it to Luking. Now the left side to Harlow, threw her hands out of bounds. Unforced error. And it'll go back to Galatia. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 3:38 to go. Woodlawn down 10. It's kind of like going up the down escalator right now for Woodlawn trying to get back in this game.
Oh, definitely an emotional roller coaster right now. I mean, you see some success, you start to get back into it. You're down only 2, only to find yourself down 10 now, past the midway point of the third.
Reed with a shot from the left corner. No good. Johnson on the rebound. Boy, I really like the way she's played tonight. She's coming off the bench and provided a much-needed spark for Galatia. Reed for a 3. That's good. That's a dagger there. Emily Reed with 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. And it's 35-22. Galatia on top by 13.
You read my mind with dagger, because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Luking to England. It may be a case of if you score just enough points here, and that's what may be happening. 3 on the way from England. No good. Rebound goes to Sloan.
You just get a sense of panic every so often from the Lady Cardinals when they just start to jack a shot. And one they know probably is not going to go in, yet they launch anyway. And more often than not, Galatia's come up with that defensive rebound on such shot.
2-3 zone from Woodlawn down 13. Galatia goes inside Sloan. Short. She was too close. She needed to be farther away. How's that a foul?
Really? I don't know, but it is. And that's going to be, I believe, the 4th on Sloan. So that is huge now. But for Woodlawn, Danny, they just have to stop giving up possessions. And by that, like I just got done saying a moment ago, of just starting to launch shots from anywhere. And that is where they give up the possession. Because even with their leading rebounder, Mitchell, sitting with 4 fouls, they've still been able to contend and turn rebounds into offensive points.
Interesting as Woodlawn comes across the timeline. Still didn't see that foul, but Woodlawn has it. There's Etheridge from the left corner from 15 short. Rebound goes to Beckman. Beckman with it. Will leave it off for Johnson. Johnson will bring it across the timeline. With 2 minutes to go, Galatia Thompsonville up 13. Coach Summers says slow it down. Riser down the lane, no good. Rebound to Lukey. So much for slowing it down. Lukey will race the other way into the front court on the right wing. Down the lane she comes. Oh, shot pass fake goes to Murdoch in the right corner. Murdoch leaves it for Lukey in that right corner. Baseline she comes. Passes over off Etheridge's foot out of bounds. And it'll go back to Galatia. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon and Mount Vernon, and right here in Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. It's Galatia has a 35-13 lead on Woodlawn with 1:30 to go in the basketball. Across the timelines, Johnson goes to her left. Murdoch cuts her off. Johnson to Reed, top of the key, just off the left center side. In the So in the lane, loses it, stolen away. Murdoch bodies to the floor. That'll be a push foul on So. Her second, team's third of the half.
Lady Cardinals have to capitalize here. I mean, you take a look at what Galatia's been able to do. 4 turnovers for Woodlawn in the second half thus far. 3 defensive rebounds for Galatia have actually turned in to 10 second-half points, and that's what you're going to have to limit the rest of the way.
I'll limit the rest of the way it is, and WMIXsports.com scores, highlights, archives, as well as a scoreboard update each and every night as Lukin goes to Knox, right corner, England. Fox shot. Good. No good. Boy, it looks good from here, and that'll be a foul on Etheridge. Too much reaching in the cookie jar, and that'll be her first, team 6. With 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940 WMIX or online at WMIXsports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Talk guests and that WMIX Sports social media question of the week. Lots of coaches in attendance tonight scouting both of these teams. Lots of notes being taken down to our left. Johnson to Reed on the wing. At the elbows, Watson stolen away by Murdoch. Murdoch with Johnson. Murdoch layup short. Johnson gets the rebound. Comes the other way on the sprint. She throws it up into the front court to Reed, and it's tipped. Reed chases the corner. If she'd let it go, it would have been out on Woodlawn, but she hustled and couldn't grab it. It goes back to the Lady Cardinals with 47 seconds to go. Sparta has swept the Trico tournament. Sparta Bulldogs are champions of the Trico tournament. With it on the right wing, England for a 3. Ralston Mark, rebound goes to Murdoch, left side, weak side. Murdoch skip pass right side, England. England with it down the lane. Her shot up and no good. Rebound goes to Watson, and it's a jump ball. And it's Woodlawn basketball. Actually, Galatia. All right. Yeah, I was like you. 28 seconds, actually 28.8 left. Woodlawn down 13 with a basketball. A very good Galatia team so far here. 0-1, played Harrisburg last Tuesday, last Monday, which is no slouch, as England has it. England will look. Lob inside the Knox. She's hammered. As Johnson just picked up her fourth. That's the fourth on Galatia Thompsonville in this second half. 26.9. Third. Ooh. I'm marking too much. Getting ahead of myself. I know that's what that is. Luking with a shot from 3 off the inbound. Tip. Should have been a foul on Etheridge. Ball to the floor. It'll be Galatia basketball. With 19.6 seconds to go. And opportunity after opportunity keeps going by the boards for Woodlawn right now.
At some point, you're going to have to abandon the 3 because it has not worked a single solitary time tonight.
Huh. Well, that happens. With across the line is Johnson. Johnson with it. On the dribble. Now goes right side to Reiser. Her shot glass. Good. Boy, nice shot in the quarter by Cassidy Reiser. And at the end of 3 quarters, Galatia 37, Woodlawn 22. You're listening to Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the big holiday sale at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Save on all lazy boy recliners, Flexsteel sofas, Sealy bedding, bedroom and dining room sets, TV consoles, glide rockers, the new Paula Deen collection, and more. Plus, save 20% off all Christmas decor and more at the General Store. You'll find beautiful Christmas trees, holiday trims, and unique items. Newell's Holiday Sale saves you more. That's Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
I love this time of year. It's a time that we reflect on the blessings of the year and the friends and relationships we've developed. It's a time that we're able to give thanks to those in our lives who we serve and who trust us to serve them. It's a time where we spend important time with our family and friends, enjoying the feel of the season. During this time, there are more smiles and more thank yous and a general feeling of kindness and generosity that is not present as often during the rest of the year. For unto us is born this day in the city of David a Savior who is Christ the Lord. From all of us at Community First Bank, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
3/4 in the book of Woodlawn, the Galatia 37, Lady Cardinals 22. Denny Zawinski and Chris Hugo alongside as we go to the final quarter. Luking will trigger the basketball side out of bounds. All ready to go here in this ball game as 3/4 are in. We're going for another. Luking between the circles on the dribble. Goes right side off the dribble to England. England goes right baseline against this zone. Dribbles baseline, comes underneath the rim. Shot blocked by the rim. Rebound goes to Watson. To Johnson. Johnson will walk it up as Galatia has this 15-point lead, 37-22. Woodlawn has to go man down by 15. Reed with it on the left wing. Harlow steals it away. Harlow gets it to England on the turnover. Lady Cardinals with a steal. Luking comes the other way for Woodlawn into the front court. Goes left wing to Murdoch. Murdoch goes baseline around three defenders. Layup up and no good. Couldn't get one to drop. Rebound goes to Johnson to Reed now for Galatia.
Lady Cardinals are now 1 of 19 from the floor in the second half.
Across the timeline comes Reed. Yes. You know it. I don't. I have no clue. You keep them all stats. With it on the right side. Now Reed has the top of the key, and Coach Summers wants a full timeout. Doesn't like what he sees here. With 6:59 to go in the game, Woodlawn down 37-22. We'll tell you, you can always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Member FDIC. When this one is over, another one, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Why wait hours in other emergency rooms when the emergency department at Crossroads Community Hospital pledges you'll be seen by physicians within 30 minutes of your arrival. Chris, with 6:59 to go in the game, 37-22 Galatia. It's not that Woodlawn hasn't had chances. They just cannot get a shot to drop right now.
I think the best way to phrase it is now 2 of 21 from the floor here in the second half. You can't be down 2 with about a minute left in the first half and then come out and trail by 15 in the fourth quarter. I mean, you're just not going to win many games that way. And while you hate to see it, you look at the way that Galatia has performed with foul trouble and the way they've come out and attacked and not let it get them down. They've found alternate ways of scoring, and with Sloan, their leading scorer on the bench, who now has 19. I mean, just an unreal ball game for the Lady Bearcats, and you kind of tip your cap at this point. As they're up 15, could have just been down and out with both their leading players in foul trouble, but they've come back and they've dominated.
Galatia's done a good job, and they have the basketball stolen away by Knox. Knox on the steal, leaves it on the left baseline, and has to come back to Luking. He'll bring it into the front court. Luking goes left wing to Murdoch. Murdoch on the dribble, goes back out to Luking. Luking with it to Murdoch. Her shot from 3 on the way, rims out, comes back to Johnson on the rebound. Johnson will bring it into the front court. Up on the left side. Johnson will slow it down as Woodlawn's man-to-man for the first time in the game. Reed with it on the left wing. Goes left side, left baseline, around the defender, missed the layup. Rebound goes to England. Allison England with the rebound and bring it to Luking, and she'll bring it into the front court. Galatia still in their zone as Luking goes right wing to England. England picks up after one dribble on the right side. Back to Luking, stolen away by Reed. Reed just double dribbled and got away with it. Nobody saw it. Reed across the line. Oh, I did, yeah. The ones that needed to see it didn't. Reed with it on the wing. Reed splits 2 defenders to the rim, up and in. Ooh, nice over. Reed with another basket with 9, and it's 39-22. Lady Cardinals in a mess right now, down by 17. Can't get one to drop, missed one there. Rebound in the lane, Looking too strong off the glass, so on the rebound for Galatia. Lady Bearcats will walk it up. Coach Summers says, take your time. Up by 17, the clock is your friend.
Lady Cardinals are 0 of 13 from beyond the arc.
Reed goes left side, left wing to the baseline. With it on the left side is Johnson. She will hold. Johnson with it. Goes to the left corner, left baseline. Shot, Luking foul, scores. Johnson gets the and one. 41-22. Luking will pick up her 4th foul. and the 7th on the Lady Cardinals. And right now, when you don't cash in on your chances, Chris, it's hard to come back in a ballgame.
Well, it becomes a learning experience now, I think, and being down 19, possibly 20 if she makes the free throw. Matt Patterson made some great adjustments and did what they could, but ultimately you have to start making some baskets, and I think that's going to be something that plagues them until they can start knocking some shots down.
Lexi Johnson makes the free throw, the conventional three-point play, up by 20. Is Galatia with 5:15 to go in the game. Luking top of the key. Will look on the dribble, or now dribble, and the knocks at the right block. At the Harlow, right baseline, now has to pick up her dribble, double team to Luking on the right wing. To Harlow in the corner, back to Luking. 3 on the way is up. Front of the iron, backboard, rebounded by Reed. It's a 20-point game with under 5 to go. Reed into the front court. Go by Harlow. Down the lane she comes. Hacked away as she went. And that's up, and now they leave it for Johnson. Galatia will reset the offense, a 20-point lead. Right side goes to Reed. Reed has it. Looks around. Now gets the top of the key, deep to Watson. Galatia is in no hurry. Johnson left baseline, dribbles in, dribbles out. Still on the dribble in that left corner. Comes to the wing. As Woodlawn's man-to-man, but it's not much pressure right now. Johnson picked up the dribble, back to the basket. She can't do much. Leaves it for Watson, back to Johnson. 4:20 to go in this one. Woodlawn down 20. Right side pass to Reed. Harlow really got physical. Reed got around her and missed the layup. Rebound goes to Knox. Knox to Luking. Woodlawn still has it down 20. Chances are going by the board and have all night. Luking to Harlow on the dribble. To the right side. Back to Luking. Luking with it. 15-footer short. And it'll go to Galatia out of bounds. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how we got to the game. Also, your community, your choice, your bank, with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Woodlawn, you okay over there?
Yeah.
Got some pencil problems?
The mechanical kind.
That happens. They're stolen away by Knox. Up the left side, Lexi comes. Down the lane, left side layup, good, and a foul. Emily Reed picks up her third. Knox with a 2 and 1, and she has a chance to do the conventional three-point play and cut this lead to 17. Nice play by the freshman to kind of tightrope that sideline to stay in bounds and then get on down the way.
First bucket of the quarter for the Cardinals.
And that comes at 3:43 to go. Woodlawn's had their chances in this one, just cannot get one to drop. End of the game for Woodlawn is Michaela Crawford. Out comes Harlow. Harlow will have it. She'll have a seat with 3:43 to go. Knox at the line to try to complete the three-point play, and does. Lexi Knox has 9. Nice job tonight by her. 42-25. Woodlawn down by 17. Right now, Galatia will walk the ball up the floor. Johnson will go slow. Woodlawn will have to pick up man-to-man, but it may be too little too late as Galatia taking their time. Mitchell at the free throw line. Turns and spins up 17, making 19. Mitchell knocks it down for her 4th point, and it's 44-25. Galatia, regional champion a year ago, has an opportunity with what they have back to do it again. Tipped out of bounds by Galatia as Hales will trigger an inbound as Matt Patterson starting to sub in now. Hales, Murdoch, Crawford, Coleman, and Etheridge on the floor for Woodlawn. Shot no good. Mitchell on the rebound, gets it to Sloan. Sloan will quickly come into the front court for the Lady Cats with 3 to go. Catherine Coleman reached in, but not before Sloan double dribbles. And Woodlawn will have it as number 11, Holly Beretta, will check in, and Carly Etheridge will step out. Right now, Woodlawn's going to drop to 2 and 5. Galatia will even up at 1 and 1. Left side pass, Hales inside to Beretta. Beretta back out to Murdoch. 3 on the way, no good, and that's a foul. That's interesting. Johnson picks up her 4th on the tap, and that'll send Murdoch to the line to shoot 3. Interesting. I honestly did not see that foul. Can't see much there. But, as it is, Murdoch will shoot 3 free throws. The first of 3 up and rattles off. She'll get 2 more. And it has been kind of the summation of the Woodlawn night. Cannot get one to drop.
I don't know if there's any words that can accurately portray what we've seen on display.
Murdoch gets her first points, makes the free throw. She'll get another, 44-26. Remember to stay tuned for the Cesar Auto Body postgame show of scoring and stats. We'll also have Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Murdoch's third on the way is long off the mark, tipped around Coleman. It's a chase on out of bounds. It should be Galatia basketball. It is with 2:49 to go.
Team rebound.
Team rebound to Galatia.
On the Citré Holiday Tournament scoring sheet.
That's the way it is.
Where I learned about it.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. I've heard of that tournament. Sloan with it, top of the key. Pass tip, stolen away. Recovered with it. Now Johnson for Galatia. Galatia with a baseline. That's a reach-in foul. Murdoch will pick up her second. Let's shoot some free throws here as Johnson will shoot the 1-and-1.
I'm good now.
Heard of that tournament.
Have to.
2:37 to go in this one. Tomorrow night, on right here on this same station, Johnson makes the first. The Lady Rams will host Marion tomorrow night.
They had a big win last night at Centralia.
Yep. Nice start to their South 7 season. You get another one there tomorrow night. You're cruising down that road again.
So you can beat Marion and go 3-0. I think you feel pretty good about your chances going into 2014.
Second free throw is no good. Rebound goes to Woodlawn. Murdoch has it across the timeline. Murdoch over to Hales. Now the Murdoch as they play catch around the perimeter. Upside, downside. Coleman shot, foul. Coleman will go line and shoot 2 as this game has come to a grinding halt. You betcha. They've kicked in every break they have, air break and everything else. And here we go. Coleman to the line. She'll try to get a couple of points. First free throw's up and no good. She'll get another. 2:20 to go in this one. This one is kind of dragged along here in the last few minutes of this game. Second free throw also no good. Beretta on the rebound throws it up. It's no good. Beretta one more time, up and in. Holly Beretta scores. And she has a couple points, and it's 45-28. Johnson across the timeline with 2 to go. That's at Mitchell. Free throw line to Reed. 3 on the way from the wing is long off the mark. It'll go out of bounds if you let it go, and it'll go back to Woodlawn on the team rebound. With 1:56 to go, Galatia 45-28. Right now for the Lady Cardinals on the floor, it's Hales, Murdoch, Beretta, Crawford, and Coleman for the Lady Cardinals. Murdoch between the circles. Thought about the 3. Left wing to Hales. Her 15-footer short. Rebound Coleman underneath. Shot blocked by Mitchell. Tipped around. Rebound goes to Sloan. Here she comes up, and she's going to walk it up, understanding the situation. With 1:38 to go. Sloan throws it to nobody. It goes out of bounds. Well, Mr. Rude made the catch. Cup 2 Hopper over there. He made the catch over there. Got his hands out of his pocket pretty quick on that one. Murdoch with it with 90 seconds to go. Woodlawn down 17. On the right side, it's Crawford in the corner to Beretta. Beretta one dribble back to Crawford to Murdoch. They'll play catch around the perimeter. Hales for a shot from the left side. It's no good. Hales with the rebound back to Murdoch. Her 3 from the left wing is up. It's long off the mark. Mitchell had it, lost it, tipped around. Ball on the floor. Sloan has it for Galatia. 1 minute to go in this one. Galatia's going to go to 1-1. Woodlawn will drop to 2-5. Sloan goes right side. Johnson in the lane. She comes on the dribble. Shot glass, no good, and a foul. Coleman, I believe, will get the foul, and that'll send Lexi Johnson the line to shoot 2. With 57.4 seconds to go. That's Ashton Palmer will check into the ball game. Crawford at the line to shoot 2. Or Johnson, I should say. Johnson gets the first. He's had a nice night off the bench. 46-28.
Pretty good night for Galatia. I mean, you look at their backs up against the wall in the second quarter. Foul trouble and able to come out and find alternate ways of scoring, and just look good here tonight.
47-28. Second free throw was good, and
They have their sights set on another 1A regional championship.
Yeah. Hales with it. Oh, well, that's dirty luck. We're stolen away by Reiser for Galatia. Layup no good. Rebound goes to Hales. Quickly come the other way. You are taking your life in your own hands on that side of the floor, on the bench. Coleman with a shot for Woodlawn, no good. Mitchell on the rebound. Stolen away, Coleman. Mitchell and Coleman battle off, but Coleman out of bounds. It'll belong to Galatia with 33.7 seconds to go. How is that Galatia's ball?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know. That should have been Galatia's basketball, but it wasn't. Hales throws it top of the key from Beretta. Over to Crawford. Back to Hales. Woodlawn will play catch around the perimeter. Coleman from 10 in the lane. Rolls off the iron. No good. Sloan on the rebound. 24 seconds. Sloan will bring it up one last time, probably, hopefully, possibly, for Galatia. Down the lane, Sloan goes. Misses a shot. Rebound up, and no good. Sloan will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Sloan hasn't missed much unless she's been inside. She has to shoot from far away. Yeah, she's very effective. She's very good, though.
Yeah, she's been very good for many years. Sloan will go to the line to shoot two. With 14.0 seconds left. Sloan will shoot it and make it.
She has 20.
Nice night for her, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
48-28.
Wonder where that regional will be this year.
Hey, that's kind of been Oh, look. So we got a point going on. Sloan missed the free throw, gets her own rebound. Shot block, Beretta. Rebound on the floor goes to Woodlawn with 7 seconds to go. Up into the front court. Here comes Crawford, right side. Puts the air brakes on. Shot glass too strong. Tips around. And that's how this one went in. Galatia 48. Woodlawn Lady Cardinals 28. We need to take a break. We'll come back with the Seth's Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Dependable and knowledgeable State Farm agent seeks customers looking for real protection in a long-term relationship.
Look no further. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. It's what they do. Combine your homeowners, life, and car policies and save big time. Get to a better state with State Farm agent Scott Owens in Mount Vernon or call 242-3770 for a quote.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
The batter's box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The batter's box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the batter's box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the batter's box. Located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Final score here at Woodlawn Sides Gymnasium, Galatia 48, Woodlawn 28. Welcome you into the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. While Chris figures up the scores, we'll go over a scoreboard update here on this first segment of the postgame show. In boys play tonight, Riverview Gardens beat Murphy 33-30. AJ over Benton 56-52. Sparta beat Chester 57-54. Caro over Flora 67-54. And Hamilton County beat Vandalia 47-45. And girls play tonight, of course, Galatia beat Woodlawn 48-28. In the JV game here tonight, Woodlawn beat Galatia 31-23. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. So how do you really know your bargain insurance isn't going to cost you big if you have an accident? Talk to someone who knows. Scott Owens, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Call 242-3770 to get to a better state. We need to get to another break. We'll come back with the scoring and stats of this game here tonight. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the big holiday sale at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Save on all lazy boy recliners, Flexsteel sofas, Sealy bedding, bedroom and dining room sets, TV consoles, glide rockers, the new Paula Deen collection, and more. Plus, save 20% off all Christmas decor and more at the General Store. You'll find beautiful Christmas trees, holiday trims, and unique items. Newell's Holiday Sale saves you more. That's Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013 and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Final score here tonight at Woodlawn. Galatia beat the Lady Cardinals 48-28. As we welcome you back into the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in automobiles that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker than showroom conditions. Sesser Auto Body. 602 South Park in Sesser. I'll turn it over to Chris Hugo for the scoring and stats of this one.
We'll take a look at the team shooting. The Lady Cardinals were 9 of 46 inside for the game, 0 of 17 outside. They were 9 of 63 from the floor tonight against Galatia. The Lady Bearcats, meanwhile, were 11 of 39 inside, 6 of 8 outside. That's impressive. 17 of 47 from the floor in tonight's game. Free throw shooting, the Lady Cardinals were 10 of 16, while Galatia was 8 of 16. Rebounding edge ended up with Woodlawn, 41-32, while the turnover disadvantage also rested with the Lady Cardinals, 14-13. Individual scoring first for Lady Cards. They were led by Lexi Knox's team-high 9. 4 apiece from Allison England, Carly Etheridge, and Kara Luking. 2 apiece from Holly Beretta, Kirsty Harlow, and Michaela Boward, and a free throw from Tatum Murdoch for their 28 points. Wild Lady Bearcats had a game-high 20 from Elizabeth Sloan, who spent most of the second and third quarters on the bench with foul trouble, so she had an impressive night. While Emily Reed had 9 points, Lexi Johnson had 8 points, 4 for Asia Mitchell, 3 from Seneca So, and 2 from Cassidy Reiser and Kaylin Watson to give us our final score of the Galatia Lady Bearcats 48, Woodlawn Lady Cardinals 28.
One last break. We'll come back, pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. You're listening to Woodlawn Lady Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Farming is critical to the continued growth of Southern Illinois, and I couldn't be more thankful for the service of the agriculture industry. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We want to salute Farm Bureau members with a special incentive on remaining new 2013 Ford F-150s. If you are a Farm Bureau member, trade in a 1995 or newer Ford Ranger, you can purchase a new 2013 Ford F-150 two-wheel drive for only $18,000 plus tax, title, and destination. All you have to do is finance through Ford Motor Credit. Wow! We can't thank farmers enough for their dedication, but we can offer everyone in the Farm Bureau a great, honest deal on America's #1 truck. Come see one of our sales associates to get the best deal on the heavyweight truck champion at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or shop us online at fordsquare.com and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
The health of your kidneys has a big impact on your overall health, affecting everything from your blood pressure to your bones. And if you ever have a kidney problem, Dr. Kangura is here to help. Dr. Kangura trained at the Mayo Clinic and specializes in conditions ranging from kidney stones and uncontrolled high blood pressure to chronic kidney disease. Dr. Kangura sees patients at Crossroads Specialty Clinic. For an appointment, call 618-241-9071.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
One final time here at Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. Final score, Woodlawn loses to Galatia 48-28. The Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Cesar Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from the ninth game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Cesar Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. Time to pick Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, and Chris didn't really talk about it off the air, so I guess we'll do it on the air here.
I liked Lexi Knox tonight. A team-high 9 points, seemed to provide a little spark when needed, was probably the most consistent shooter. Didn't get a lot of chances to shoot the basketball, but when she did, she made the most of it. And I'm going to have to go with Lexi Knox with 9 points.
Lexi Knox is your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Why wait hours in other emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Chris, a final thought before we wrap it up and get out of Woodlawn for the night.
Yeah, good win for Galatia. I mean, they showed signs of brilliance tonight whenever, they had their 2 main components, again, in foul trouble, and just kind of came out, without their leading rebounder and leading scorer through much of the second quarter and third quarter, and found a way to win the game. And not only that, found a way in a close game to pull away and end up winning by 20. And so you have to give them a lot of credit. And it's a team that returns a lot of talent from a regional championship squad a year ago that went to the Goreville sectional and, ran into the buzzsaw known as the Goreville Blackcats last year. So, you give them a lot of credit for their win here tonight. You take a look at Woodlawn, and that if not, the next few games and maybe toward the latter part of the season, they're going to get some things figured out. They're going to put it together, and they're going to be pretty good.
Don't forget, you can like us on Facebook, facebook.com or /WMIX Sports, or follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Several people on both sides of that have done that. Our next broadcast of the WMIX Sports Basketball Showcase will be on Friday night as the Woodlawn Cardinals travel to Breeze Mater Dei to take on the Knights on AM 940 WMIX as well as online at WMIXsports.com. Pregame around 7:25 or so, depending on when that JV game starts and gets done, of course, as usual. For our WMIX Sports team of Holly Carroll, Chris Hugo, I'm Denny Zerwinski. Final score tonight, Galatia 48, Woodlawn 28. Thanks for listening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the WMIX Basketball Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. The showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. The showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Rowley Excavating, Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu and by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Batter's Box in Woodlawn, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, log on to WMIXsports.com or find us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.
I finally read the good book and I took a good long hard look at what I